What's going on, everybody? I'm your host Sean with Paper Planes, and welcome to episode 38 of my ultimate walkthrough guide for Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. So yeah, we are here at the bonfire in the Ulasil Sanctuary. Last episode we defeated the Black Dragon Calamite, and we also took down the Marvelous Chester and got his armor set, so that was pretty sweet. One thing that we didn't do before we ended that episode was go back to Hawkeye Gough. Still doing it, just deal with it. And we got to get his bow, and then we'll kill him and get the armor set. So looking forward to that. Let's just go ahead and warp over to that area. Let's see, he's going to be at the township. Once I get to that bonfire, I'm actually going to start using all of my souls. So we're going to start upgrading the soul level of my character a little bit more. So I'm going to get into my inventory and spend all those souls that I haven't done yet. So I'll go ahead and edit through that portion. Alright, so we're done spending all those souls, or consuming the souls rather. So let's go ahead and level up. I want to get my endurance to at least 30. And now we're going to start spending it on vitality. There we go. That's a nice little boost there. And what we're going to do now is let's go ahead and repair any equipment that we've been using. Alright, can't spin there. Okay, sweet. So now we're going to go finish up with Hawkeye Gough. It just drives me insane. No matter what, I can't decide on how I want to say that name. And I hope it's driving you crazy too. So, let's see here. What else are we going to do in this episode? I've been thinking a lot because we're getting close to the end of this series, and there's a lot of little things that we can do before we fight the final boss, Lord Gwyn. So I'm going to make one episode specifically on what you guys do before you fight him, so that you've completed everything possible and you carry over with as much good stuff for New Game Plus. That'll be including killing all the NPCs that you've got left, what they're going to give you, and all of that good stuff. So we're going to talk to him first. We're going to see if there's anything left in here that we wanted to buy. You know, if you want to get this guy's arrows, then you don't want to kill him. But I like his gear a little bit better than the arrows. You actually like the Guardian set that I've got right now that I picked up from from the local area is pretty much a similar set to what he's wearing. It's really a lot like the stone armor set, and that's going to come into play soon. So keep talking to him. And there we get the great bow. Cool. Now, if there's nothing that you want from him at this point, you can go ahead and start combat. And he's not going to like that. And if you take a look at this guy, you're going to know right off the bat he's a brawler. He does some really good damage. So you want to be ready for anything that he's going to throw your way. So basically what I might do, and this is all speculation because I really can't recall how much damage he deals, but I'm just going to equip the stone armor set. Stone armor is great for if you're ever needing to tank a lot of damage. And then we can change our shield to, let's see. No, we want something with 100 physical resistance. So we'll just go back to one of the regular crest shields. Alright. Just like this, baby.
So this is
See, he's got a shit ton of hit points.
a tortoise is in your debt.
He kind of does that flying elbow. Oh, and then the belly flop. That's a big damage hit. He is slow though, so if you've got a ranged attack, you're going to be doing some good damage. trying to get all his moves out of the way here. Whoa, shit. Okay, so we're gonna climb up and get smashed by this guy. Oh, I thought I was gonna eat it right there. Be a good time to fall down. Oh. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That was awesome for you guys. I did not think that was even gonna hurt me, that little fall. Epic fail, right away. Excellent. Oh, well this is a good opportunity to go ahead and start up our ranged attunement, because we don't want to use any of these sorceries. We want the pyro. Alright, so what we can do is we can do combustion. Yeah. We do want iron flesh. That'll help. We'll just stand there and tank some serious damage. See how much we can absorb. And we'll go to just do combustion. What else do we want? Yeah, let's try some black flame. Let's see how that works. Now we'll put our glove in hand as well. Nice, nice. So I haven't upgraded the stone armor at all. Oops, wrong way. But it's going to be very useful for us when we do the battle with the four kings. That's the sole reason why I pick up this armor. So if I'm not going to stand in there and tank all the damage, then I should probably switch to my lighter armor. It just depends on how you want to fight him. So we'll see how much benefit this iron flesh spell is going to give me in the damage reduction department. Now remember, these guys still stay aggressive, but he can't really see you right now, so he's going to hear you. See how slow I am? See, my shield took that damage. Alright, so you can absorb a pretty good amount, but you still don't want to sit in here and take it. You cannot roll. It's funny. I'm trying to roll. So let's hit him with some black flames. Now we got to get in close. So your shield can take about one full swing at full abilities. Oh, you know what I want to do? That's good. I want to try using my Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. By the way, I'm not really trying to kill him instantly right now. I'm just kind of show you guys some little tactics to utilize, if you're wondering why I'm playing so horrible. Okay, so we're going to go back to our regular armor set. The Wanderer set. So awesome. And I'm going to get off of Hovel's Ring, and I'm going to go to the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. Now it won't be able to hear us at all. That'll be pretty sweet. And because we're not going to get in close, we'll change the magic just a little bit. And go straight to fireballs. And fire orbs. Where am I going? Awesome. Sweet. And if you guys noticed, I don't really care about picking up my souls too often when I die, because this playthrough is just about learning. It's not really about having as many souls as I could possibly have for my next playthrough. So don't follow that trend. If you die and you've got some souls on you, grab them, because they are useful to you. It's so weird not being able to hear me at all. It's been a while since I've been wearing this. Alright, so the guy has literally no idea I'm here. What's up, bro? You can't hear me. La la la. So yeah, if you guys didn't notice that yet, he is completely blind. So we'll go ahead and switch to, well, we'll get with the fire orbs. What is happening? Oh, you are a pro. That was lame. I didn't even think I need to dodge. I wonder if he got lucky or he actually could identify me from the fireball. So yeah, this is definitely a very easy way to go about it. Oop, I'm all out of fire. Oh shit. Can't tell how much damage it's doing. Oh, 90. 90's not bad. I'm diving too early because his swings are so slow. Whoa! There goes that targeting again. So the thing about slow enemies, it's so hard to get the timing on their attacks because, you know, what kind of enemy just winds up so damn slow? Ooh. He was pissed right there. God, I still can't get the timing right on that thing. So yeah, pretty soon we could just go to full out melee. We can just go ahead and do that because he's still not going to be able to hear us. So we can get in close and check out that booty. Holy shit. I don't want that nasty ass camera angle to happen ever again, but it's how we deal the most damage. What? How did he know? Oh my god, get away from me. Did you just take a guess there, buddy? I don't trust you. Jesus. I guess because he's so low health now, he's just flailing. We'll pretty much kill him in 2 more of those heavy power attacks. Ugh. That didn't do anything. You got to hit to quit. There we go. That's not doing it. I just am so scared to get too close to him. I hit your shoe, buddy. Okay, so that was excruciatingly painful, but you guys can see if you use this slumbering Dragon Crest ring to its full effect, even though you're in this kind of small relative area because of the size of the enemy you're facing, if you do things right and you're patient, you can really get through this pretty simply. You know, there are definitely other ways to go about it. You could sit there and tank and spank and all that, but the slumbering Dragon Crest ring against a blind opponent, it's just not even fair. So we can switch back off that ring if we wanted to. We don't actually need to because our equipment load is still in the good. We're not using anything heavy enough to justify having that Havel's ring on at the moment. So awesome. Okay, so we're gonna homeward bone back to our little bonfire there. And now what do we do? Well, we're gonna start going back to facing the normal bosses in the non-DLC content, and up next is the Great Puppy Sith. It's not a puppy anymore. What is it? The Great Wolf Sith? I don't know what it's called. It's just named Sith as far as we're concerned today. So we're going to go to... I don't think there's a bonfire for this location. So we might just have to go to the, where is it? The Undead Parish. There's definitely a bonfire over there, but we don't have one that we can warp to fast for a fast shortcut. Excuse me. So, Sif is actually weak to fire damage, but he's also pretty weak to a weapon like the one I'm holding. So we're just gonna do melee, because I know a lot of you folk, even though I recommend pyromancy to the fullest, you probably don't use it too often. It's really like a cheapo tactic resort for you. Some of you guys just like to bang and slang, just like that. So we'll get in there and we'll do some melee. We'll watch a couple of his attacks. Now, if you're... I have a feeling I'm going to get one of these questions asked. If you kill Sif, it's not going to damage your reputation with the Forest Hunter Covenant. So don't worry about that. It's really weird not being able to hear my footsteps right now. I love this ring, but when you first wear it and you're not used to wearing it for a little while, it kind of plays with your mind. You're like, something wrong with the game? Is the sound not working? So this is an area that you don't want to be running around in human form. If you like to summon people to help you for boss fights, it's going to be rather difficult because a lot of people aren't putting down their signature sign just to be summoned for the boss fight. They're kind of wanting to be summoned for invader tactics. So don't necessarily worry about that, and the boss isn't too difficult to handle by yourself. But if you have a buddy, it's really going to be a simple boss fight. And there's a couple cheese tactics that you can utilize as well. So we're here, we've rested, we're all good. We're going to move forward through this area. You should all recognize this place. It's where we come to do the soul farming before we get to the greatest soul farming ever. If you haven't seen that video of mine, you really got to check it out. There's no better way to farm souls in the regular game of Dark Souls. Now you can PvP and get a lot of souls too, but if you're not that kind of player, then you're going to struggle with that. So we're just running along, and you really don't need to stop and fight any of this stuff. The fact is, if you linger long enough, if you are in human form, you're going to get invaded, and you just don't want to have to deal with that. So you come all the way down here, drop down. You can see the door for me is already open because we went in there and we got that Hornet's ring earlier. So normally you'd have a fog gate and everything, but the boss actually activates when you approach this gravestone closer in. Now there's a couple things you could do here. You could equip a really heavy armor set like the stone armor set, and the stone armor you actually obtain just beyond those doorways outside where Alvina is. Now the thing about that is you're going to be a lot slower moving. I don't really like that. I like to have full mobility, but if you're holding your shield can take both of Sif's attack if you block them, and to block them you just want to have auto targeting on. The only problem with auto targeting is when Sif leaps up into the air, you might lose your target and it could spin you around or whatnot. But if you're playing this game to this point, you're used to that by now. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is watch some of his attacks. We'll try to stay out of range, and then we'll get in closer and try to do some damage. Once you get to probably 15 to 20% of Sif's health, he starts to limp around, and then you can actually do some serious damage. Now we're going to get a different cutscene here than what you normally see, just because we saved him in the DLC. Hey puppy, remember me? It's your favorite bacon treat. This dog's freaking ginormous now. That's right. It's me, your buddy. Aww. It's tough being a doggy. Sometimes you just gotta kill your fucking master. So this is the thing. Even though he recognizes you, he's still, I guess, sworn to protect this area. So you gots to do what you gots to do. None of us like to kill this boss, but it's just how it be. So he does that double spin attack. He's gonna leap closer to you. When he's leaping around, it's either to evade your attacks or to just get close enough to do some damage. So you can pretty much always roll away from his attacks, but you can also roll towards them, and if you got the timing right, you can roll underneath the attack and getting close to do some melee damage. Just like that. And then you're going to take some damage like that if he decides to do it. One thing you don't want to do is get backed up against this wall. It's a big arena, but he jumps around so much that he can close a lot of distance very quickly. So if you had another player in here with you, all they could really do is sit around and use some archery. And that would really mess him up. So if you get in under his legs, you can do some pretty serious damage, because he's not really going to be able to hit you. Whoops. And this is the best tactic. If you get in underneath him with some pyromancy, you can really do some serious damage. But melee is easy enough once you know the tactics. Wow, I thought I was about to die there. You should be able to get the timing of his spins. They're all relatively the same amount. Alright, we'll step away from him. You'll see he's limping now. He's got such low health that he moves around really slow. Oh, the poor puppy. So we can finish him off with a fireball if you like. My buddy. Yeah, and he's actually, in my opinion, if you know how to fight him, probably... He's not easier than Pinwheel. I mean, nobody can call Pinwheel a real boss. But he could be the easiest boss in the game if you're equipped with the knowledge of how to do things. Dodging his attacks are super easy. Once you get under his feet, he's really helpless. So you can deal some massive damage really quickly. So if you have some really powerful pyro spells and you get underneath him, just blast away. He's pretty screwed at that point. Awesome. So no rage for that boss fight. Sorry. But now we can progress a little bit further. So what we're going to do is, at this point, we're going to... Well, let's check out the loot, because one of these key items that we just obtained. The Covenant of Artorias. And this is why we wait to kill Sif, because he's not required until you want to fight the Four Kings. So you need this ring in order to do combat with the Four Kings. And this ring symbolizes Knight Artorias' covenant with the Beast of the Abyss. It's where, like Artorias himself, can traverse the Abyss. So the Four Kings are located in the Abyss, and without having this ring, you can't actually get there. You'll fall and die trying to get to the area where they're located. So it is absolutely essential in the story progression to fight Sif, to get this ring, and to end up getting the last Lord Soul for the boss fight win. So now that we've got that, we don't need to equip it until the time being, until we are actually needed to equip it for the boss fight itself. And once you actually get down there, you can take that ring off, so don't be worried about that. It's not going to waste one of your ring slots. So we're back at this bonfire. Where do we want to go now? We want to get back to Firelink Shrine because we're going to try to get to, what is that place called? The New Londo Ruins. And the Ruins is the area where if you wandered around at the starting point of the game, you went down there and you saw those ghosties and you're like, whoa shit, these things are way tougher than I expected. And you can't really damage them because you're not equipped to. So, that is where we will progress. And there's a couple things that you need to fight the ghosts. There's a couple different options you got, and we'll get to that detail right now. Right now. So you go into your equipment slots, and you're going to equip some transient curses. Transient curse allows your weapon to do damage to any ghost spirits. And what that means is, without a cursed weapon, you can't actually hurt any of the ghosties floating around. You can hurt the other enemies in the area, but you actually cannot do damage to the ghosts. So it's essential if you want to move through there successfully. Now you can just run around and sprint around and avoid the ghosts. I actually do that in my Soul Level 1 playthroughs, just to strictly drain the water in this area. But it's not so easy, and you know, if you're strong enough, you got the shield and the good armor at this point, why bother? Just move through progressively and slaughter all of those mofos. So now the other thing that you can do, if you have a weapon that is a cursed weapon, and you can actually get a ghost dagger in here that does damage to the ghosties, then you can not worry about transient curses, and you can do damage to them just like that. So at this point we're going to equip that. Now we can hack and slash on the ghostums. This area is pretty cool. It's a really well designed level. It sucks if you're a new player though. Well, we both missed. We are both embarrassed on YouTubes. Alright, so you see how powerful this weapon is compared to the ghosts at this point. Now, we went down there in the very beginning of our series to get that, Firekeeper Soul. And that's why our Estus Flasks are so effective. We're just going to continue moving up these stairs. We can't really take any shortcuts at this point because we haven't drained the water. And when we drain the water in this area, then we'll be able to move around here much more effectively. There'll be many different directions that we can head out to. Now, when you get through this doorway, there's going to be a big group of ghosts. So just be ready for that. So you can get them all out like this, see what you're really dealing with. The cheap thing is they attack you through the walls, and sometimes you can't actually do damage because they might be too high or too low for you to attack them, but they'll still be able to hit you. Alright, cool. So it looks like we got most of them in that area. Some of them will just continue to float through walls. There's a lot of traps set for you, like you can see the ghosty right there. It wants you to loot the item. Now I'll take it. That parrying dagger is freaking awesome. I love it. Parrying dagger is great if you want to use it instead of a shield. It gives you a longer window to parry attacks, which is phenomenal if that's the style of play you want to do. God, I had to move my character to the right there. I felt like if I missed that swing, I was going to fall off the ledge. So this is a siren ghost, and you can see why. And those are the one of the two that can drop the jagged ghost blade, or maybe it's just a regular ghost blade. I can't remember which one's the rare one, but those are. I've got a video on farming that weapon as well, and that's the one that you can do damage against the ghosties without having the transient curse active. Now, you're gonna pick up some other transient curse from killing ghosts themselves, so you only need really about 2 transient curses to be effective in this area, unless you're just getting killed all the time and you let that stuff wear off. Alright, so this area is a little bit frustrating for some people because there's a lot of ghosts in here. Bloodstain. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, you were trying to evade a ghost. But you can see they don't deal a whole lot of damage, but in mass numbers, they're really effective. And this is the one I'm talking about. Oh shit. You see all these ghosties? So let's clear out. Let them catch up to us where we can see them coming. Hey, buddy. And it's just the problem. When you get in these small confined areas, they're all going to converge at you. And here's the last siren. They're just coming from everywhere. Where is that mofo? Ah, you bastard. Alright, so now we'll climb up the ladder. And you can see the transient curse lasts a pretty significant amount of time. Are you kidding me? Why do you guys wait forever? Okay, so here is one of the last NPCs that you're going to encounter.
Well, this you very I know it used this.
They gave you the key to the seal, and this is actually going to enable you to open up the doorway where the mechanism is that drains the water in New Londo ruins.
The four kings used the dark body Apollo, if you could.
Okay, so this guy actually becomes a vendor for you. If you kill the four kings, he'll relocate to Firelink Shrine, just like most vendors do.
I know that.
You can have the good thing about him, and the reason you want to relocate him is because if you get cursed and you go back to Firelink Shrine, he'll fix it for you. So that's cool. He obviously sells these guys. Everybody likes that. We'll buy a couple of those. And he's got the resist curse magic spell. Go ahead and buy that. Why not? Now, for me personally, I would have no further use for him. You can kill him. He doesn't really give you much of anything. So it's not a huge benefit. But we'll go ahead and do it. You can see he's pretty easy to take down. Sorry, buddy.
Give me my country.
Bro, you ain't got no country. Nobody cares about you in this place. Alright, so remember those two ghosties that wanted to kill us? Yeah, they're still there. And we don't have any more transient curse equipped, so we gotta activate. Ghost mode activated. Sweet. Okay, so now we can move around. We're gonna have a few more ghosties in here, maybe. Looks like we'll have one at this end. But most of the ghosts have actually come out and tried to kill us already, so don't have to be worried about too much. Pretty much anything you loot in this area is going to be trapped with a ghost. So you need to be aware of that. And there's a few more items hidden around these parts. That's lots and lots of loot. That's the cool thing about this game. If you've never played it before, it's really fun to explore. Because it's such a non-linear game. I mean, you really don't have much of an idea of what you're doing, where you're going. That everything is exploration, and death is so easy to come by in this game that you're really on edge when you're exploring new areas. Alright, so this area right here. Whoa, shit. You bastards. I'm sick of you guys. Alright, so this area right here, when you come down those steps, you can actually make this jump. But if you want to go the long way, like I just did through this building, that is a safer route to take. So if you're not so keen on your Mario skills, then you'll probably want to walk around it instead of trying to force that jump. Alright, so we are going to lower the levels of the water in here. And to do that, we're just going to go through this doorway. Used key to the seal. We'll activate this cutscene right now. Oh yeah. Ah, cutscene, give me some water. like how my controller shakes around during that drainage. So the cool thing about the cutscenes here is if you haven't looted something, if there's an item that is waiting to be taken, you'll actually see it in the cutscene. So that's pretty neat. I like that. But you can see below me, we've got a lot of scary area down there. And there's some pretty tough enemies. So don't just expect ghosts from here on out. There's some pretty serious foes waiting for you. Let's continue up to the top of this area. There is some new swag waiting for us. What is this? Composite bow. And a composite bow is an effective bow, especially in PvP when you're going to get in close and do damage. I mean, the reality is you're not really going to be using a bow effectively in PvP if you're fighting anybody who knows anything about this game. However, it is pretty fun. Okay, so we're going to climb up these stairs now. We've got a couple more things we can grab. Trying to be thorough here, show you guys where all the stuff is at. One humanity. I win the game. So we can roll over here, and we've got a rare ring, I believe. A rare sacrifice ring. Excellent. Now you can see down there, there's another item. Also, you can fall in here if you want. This is just another way to enter in. So if you wanted to like get past those ghosts really quick, what you could effectively do is drop down there, heal up, and then climb the ladder before all of them spawn. But I've never actually tried that. It just sounds like a good idea in theory. So let's roll down here. Grab some juice. What's going on? No ghosties here to sabotage me? Alright, so you can see down below, that's definitely the boss area. I'm not sure if you would survive this fall or not. I would assume not, but if you had your sorcery, you could definitely survive it. Actually, you probably could survive that. But you don't necessarily want to go into that boss fight just yet, because there's lots and lots of more stuff. So we're going to continue working through this zone, get more gear for you guys. And I will show you. There's a couple different things you can do. We're going to kick down this ladder first, just in case you need it in the future. Oh, I don't have any more transient curse on. So you can see that's not a good idea. Yeah, you want to run away now that I've got my targeting on and I swing and I fall down the stairs because you're a jerk. Whoa, camera. Okay. That was trippy. Sorry if any of you guys had an epileptic seizure because of that. I'm not responsible. It's like a hug, but way more painful. Okay. So we can climb down this ladder. What's over there? Nothing. And there's really nothing down here either, but it's just a benefit in case you fall. You can get back up. What else do we have? This ladder is rather silly, isn't it? But you can see here that you can navigate this area pretty safely by wandering across these columns. You can get a good vantage point of this zone and decide where you want to go. Now, just because you drain the water doesn't mean that there's still some areas where you'll die. Your character is just like impossible to swim. He has no idea what's going on. So if you get in something that's too deep, you're just fudged. There is no swimming in Dark Souls, only death. So yeah, we see some items down here. We can go ahead and drop down, but I would recommend to hold your horses on that because there are some serious bad dudes down there, and they will end your night. Okay, so we got a good look at that zone. We're gonna go back into the main area, the building here. and continue our loot fest. Alrighty, so we see that chest over there. That's what we're looking to grab. So we will continue onwards. You can hear this big old slimy thing. Where's it at? There it is. It's right below me. That thing is nasty. I want to stay away from that. Lots and lots of loot. You can hear the stuff running around it. It definitely knows that you're there. Sweet. Alright. So, here we're at the main area where we first came in. And the water is all drained now, so we can wander over to this side. Now what I like to do is jump on this thing, walk across a little bit, jump over here, and you're going to start noticing the enemies very soon. You gotta look carefully because they're so dark. Everything in this zone is pretty much the same color scheme. There we go. So you can block these guys. Don't worry about that thing, it's just a shield. That will grab you. You can backstab them just like anything else. You can parry them. They're pretty easy for this type of character at this point. Bloodstain. Where you going, buddy? Oh, you showed us the illusory wall and then you died. That's freaking awesome. That was a good bloodstain. I was happy with that. What's up, bro? Awesome evasive maneuvers done by you. So I believe this is a chunk. We've got there. Oh yeah. Chunk. Chunks are good. We like chunks. Sloth love chunk. FYI. So that area, bad. Bad area equals death. Stay away from waters too deep. Cracked red eye orb. Those will allow you to invade different zones, different peeps, ruin somebody's day. So there we got Blobby. Blobby is no good. We do not like Blobby. Damn you. Oh shit. You know what? I just want to be safe and heal. My reaction is so slow. Okay. Now these guys, you can actually farm them to get Titanite slabs. Now it's super rare, of course, but you can do that. So you can see here the graphical fun. The blob doesn't actually leave the door, but where did it go? Oh man, and that big spike it just shot out. There we go. I was wondering when those ghosty heads were going to show up. Come on, guys. The blob. Nice spear. Awesome. 5,000 souls. Oh, there's another bad dude in here. There he is. What's up, bro? Oh. He doesn't like to be kicked, apparently. That guy's a beast. Pretty sure that kick landed, but it did absolutely nothing to him. One more chunk. Alright, so if we go over here, there's going to be a bad dude. That's me getting greedy, taking my hand off the shield too quick. Wanting to get a backstab in instead of waiting an extra second. Now, if you've got your, if you're in human form, you can summon the Witch Beatrice if you summoned her earlier on for the Moonlight Butterfly fight. If you didn't, she's not going to be available for you here, so don't be looking for a summon sign if you can't do that. So don't worry about that point. Awesome, awesome. Alright everybody, who's ready to do the Four Kings? Not me. So we're going to do that next episode actually. Ha! I know you like that. Because next episode we're going to start off with the boss fight, and then we're going to go through and do every last thing before we fight Lord Gwyn for the finale episode of the series itself. So thanks a lot for checking it out, guys and gals. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at PaperPlanesSean, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Thanks, and I'll see you later. Thanks for checking out my video. If you enjoyed it, click the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel and social media accounts to keep current with Paper Planes updates. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.